Pizza Hut. Stuffed
Pizza Hut.
crust. Not a sponsor.
Pizza Hut, not a sponsor yet.
Yes.
Welcome to Echo Chamber, the session in between sessions. Back to the Phandalin 5, and it was, I think somebody in Discord put it best. The anticipation built up so much that we blew our proverbial spell load all at once.
You know, that whole
my
that whole episode I kicked myself for.
I mean, we all kind of do, I mean, I I don't want to dive too much into personal decisions, character decisions too much because, playing that hindsight game is difficult.
Yeah.
But, I'm sure we all did it in our own minds. Like, I was kicking myself because in the beginning, I was like, no, we know they're coming back this way. Let's just set traps, and then we have the element. But, like you said, maybe not a good idea because we don't know how many of them there are, and that could shizzy could hit the fizzy that way. So, but you go ahead. Why were you kicking yourself?
You know what? So here's the thing. Like, I have, since campaign 2, I'm looking at stats at boats and things like that. So I have a little bit of game knowledge going on in my head, but I'm thinking we should be able to take down this boat, no problem. But then, like Garrett pointed out and was painfully obvious, is this boat was carrying 18, 20-foot giants.
Right.
This isn't like a normal. This isn't a normal human vessel. This is things like the USS Enterprise practically.
I mean, practically, the walls have to be like 4 inches thick, and yeah.
Oh yeah, should take this down, no problem. Like I said in our Discord chat, I can call lightning every 6 seconds for 10 minutes. Calling lightning on the same spot for like 10 minutes. Oh, this thing's gonna go down in 10 rounds, no problem. No.
It was difficult because I tried to think through which of our characters would have actual ship knowledge to be able to know this. None of them. So in theory, we played it correct to the character.
I know, because we're dumb. That's why we're dumb.
But at the same time, I felt like this was a horrible idea, but my idea was obviously no better. So what do you do?
You know what? Out of game. We just need to tell the town folk when the giants come back through, everybody get the fuck out of the town. Let the giants go through. Let them pass on. Rebuild the town. Logistically, there is no way the 7 of us can take on multiple frost giants more than 4, more than 5. Because
even 4 is difficult because there were 4 there on the ship.
Mm-hmm. And that's just the frost giants. That's not throwing in, any winter wolves or any other kind of, small things that enough to piss you off,
Right, the underlings.
Yeah. And like I said, even if we had Harshnag on our side, we need a little bit of an army to take on all. Like I said, it's got to be more than a couple giants that are out there, right?
Yeah. So one thing I wrote down, I'm a little sad about is Ticklecorn is still on that boat.
I know
Ticklecorn is going to get thrown at some point by a frost giant, and we won't know where it is.
We'll get it back though.
Well, could we, hear me out, cast find item on it? Let's say that the frost giant's pissed off, but they're like, screw these guys. We have a mission because they're tactical. Maybe they wouldn't. They would come back to fight another day. Could we cast find item and track that down?
Up to like 10 miles, I think it is. Or
Right. We'd have
it's
to
it.
say somewhat close, but we
Mhm.
could, in theory.
Mhm.
All right. I was just thinking about
Yeah.
it because part of us is like, crap, they're gonna follow us in. We're gonna have to battle, and which is kind of logical to you and me. But as we've stated before, the frost giants are very tactical. So if they were
Mhm.
told to stay on the ship, man the ship, they may
Gonna
not come
man.
in.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
Right.
mean, we'll see. We'll see.
I don't know. I think we just made things a whole lot worse for the whole town.
I do feel a little bit bad about that. But at the same time, I
Yeah.
also feel bad because Griswold's not leaving. I mean, so Reed, possibly Siddle are going to be like, sorry guys, we screwed this one up. We're going to go. um, but I feel like character-wise, Griswold's not leaving. Adrin's not leaving. Amrook's not leaving. What do we
Right.
do?
Yeah.
So, rock in a hard place, my friend. Pun intended with Ticklecorn. We're in between Ticklecorn and a hard place, if you know what I mean. Uh, I also want to show Amrook was the only one with the kill.
Did you get a kill?
I killed the Winter Wolf.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I killed the Winter
Yeah.
Wolf up north. Uh, Surprised at how well Warwick and Amrook just dipped and dived, like
Yeah.
literally diving into the water, like
Mhm.
just playing cat and mouse game with and keeping a couple busy. That was super fun for me. I hope Keegan had as much fun as I did because we just kind of like bloop bloop nope, we're over here. It was like a game of whack-a-mole, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
On the other hand, how'd your side go?
Uh, you know, Griswold got his ass kicked. Is what happened.
He's not the only one.
Yeah, yeah. Ryan, yeah, Ryan got whacked. Yeah, that wasn't good. It wasn't good at all.
So if we play this hindsight game on that battle alone, and Ryan, myself, Garrett talked about it a little bit. Let's say we had all gone to the same side of the ship. Does the story end differently?
I don't think. Yeah, we probably die.
That's what I thought. I thought the
Yeah,
exact same thing.
we probably all die because they're all on the same side of the ship. At least this one. I mean, we only had a frost giant and a winter wolf on our end. You're the one. Your guys' side is the one that had everything on it.
Yeah, plus we had the ballista though. I will give ballista credit for like beating the crap out of the one giant, and then
Yeah.
the command spell to get him to overboard gave me the ability to whack on him a little bit
Hmm.
underwater, which I was
Yeah.
surprised those hit, but nonetheless.
Yeah, that was. I mean, we have the one pretty well injured, but that
Yeah,
fucking boat, man.
if they follow us in, basically we're down to one winter wolf, two frost giants. The problem is we're running a little low on spell slots. Our damage
We're running
dealers, right?
and healing.
Yeah. So I mean, it's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky if they
Mhm.
do follow us in. But I feel like if they follow us in, we have a chance to take them down. Now, what
Mhm.
do we do past there? We got to be a little smarter than last time.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, the more I'm thinking about it, like it's like there's we have no reason to be even sniffing at frost giant like a pack of frost giants right now.
I agree, but all right. So here's what was going on in my mind with the traps and stuff. Is they're not traveling in a group of 18. Too obvious,
No,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So they are probably scouting parties of two or three, and so I was thinking if we set up a trap, maybe one party comes back before another, we can at least take on two or three.
Did we even ask the town people how many giants there were?
We did, and I want to say uh, it was somewhere around 15. It was somewhere around 15 that went
Okay.
through the town to go past.
Hmm.
I don't remember the exact number, and unfortunately, even though I thought I posted it from Twitch to YouTube, it's not on the YouTube channel. So I
Oh,
feel bad about that, but um, can't go back. I want to say it was around 15 though, and
okay.
that so in my mind, sending out the searching parties, which we haven't figured out what they're searching for, other than some sort of forge possibly, um, or a ring. Wink, wink. Uh,
So as we're going here, your voice is going up and up and up in pitch again,
oh,
like you
nice.
were, before, before we started this. Just to let you know,
It's odd.
you're. I think you're turning into Barry the gnome.
Ooh, I like
That's what
it.
That's what you sound like.
I don't even have my voice mod on right now, so that's, huh. I have to check things out. I bet it had something to do with the power surge. I had a little power surge a while back, 'cause that was a bad storm that came through.
Yeah, it was.
My pumps are still working overtime.
You sound hilarious. I hope the other guys are listening to this,
Uh,
or
they
will
are
be
not,
listening.
at not right now. Maybe they will later. I will go
Yeah.
back and listen because I think it'll be funny. Uh, me and Barry, we've melded together.
That's what it sounds like.
All right. Well, we can keep going with the gnome voice, or um,
It's getting higher and higher.
I don't know what to do.
This is
I'm
awesome.
I'm gonna go no camera for a minute, see if I can fix
Oh,
it.
okay. Parting our technical difficulties.
Exactly.
Summit Cola, not a sponsor. I think it's
Yeah.
from Aldi's. Do 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 do.
I'm gonna turn it on a different speaker, and you tell me if that's any better. A different
Oh,
microphone.
much better.
Okay. All right. We're gonna go with that for right now. We're also gonna. I'm gonna stay cameraless for right now, so
Okay.
go on audio only. That way.
It depends on how dumb we become. That's a good point. Good point. I don't know. I mean, that would be. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a TPK. I don't. I don't think it's going to be that. I don't. Uh, but the problem is I only have one revivify. I think I only have one spell slot left. Third level spell slot left. Um, that is true. That is true. I think we. Yeah. Mhm. Mm. Ray's dead. Yeah. Ray's dead. Yeah. 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 Neverwinter. I think it was the closest big city. Yeah. 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 Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Right. I don't know. You know what? That's it's kind of like one of those. It depends. Um, like if it's something like absolutely ridiculous, like all right, guys, you should know better, sort of thing. I'd hedge and say, you know what, whatever you're gonna try to do is probably not gonna work, just because it's it can be frustrating, and to cut down on that frustrating on the DM or on the player, um, but if it's something that hey, maybe out of some weird possibility it could happen, like whatever you're trying to do could work. Um, I'll let you. Yeah, you can certainly try. Exactly. If that, oh, I'm talking, and I'm talking. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Right, right. I mean, I mean, from campaign two, I get to do that, you know, on a regular. So yeah, but I know what you mean. Like I'll do that too. Like try to. Well, I mean, it's like chess, right? You want to try to outthink your opponent a little bit, so you have to try to think like your opponent. And in this case, Garrett playing the monster. No, I'm not saying Garrett's the opponent, but Garrett playing the monsters is the opponent, right? So it's one of those. Okay, now you have to think like a frost giant. How will the frost giants attack? How will they rebuttal? I guess it's, or do they not? Do they just, hey, we fended off what we had to do, so we're just gonna hold tight here? Uh, I don't know. Curious on what Sunday brings. Yep. Right. Right. Exactly. So you mentioned Flame Skull. So if so, I rushed the end of the last the last dungeon there in campaign two, just because I didn't want to leave it in a you're in a or pick up 4 or 5 months from now and try to remember what we're doing. I don't like leaving off in the middle of a dungeon or whatever. So I rushed through it. But if you would have continued on, um, You may or may not have come across a couple of flame skulls. Mhm. No, no, the Jinn definitely was the big baddie. The flame skulls were just extra muscle. A little bit. A little bit. 7, 6, 6 or 7. Mhm. Mhm. Right. Mhm. Oh yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Now you know what? There's been times even coming across some of the some of the published things. I will substitute monsters or creatures or whatever if I if I remember that we fought them in campaign 1. Of course not like orcs and goblins and trolls and things like that, but the unique kind of creatures. I try to mix up a little bit. Yeah, I know, right? Have an ogre mob. Yeah, we're gonna have an ogre mob. No, I mean I. Yep. I mean I have collected some stats, but I don't have them in the I don't have them in the report yet. So well, plus I don't think this battle's over. So yeah. Hmm. Uh, oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. 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 Unless Rusty has something else up his sleeve that he's going to do, but I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I thought he had 3 level. I thought he had three. I thought he had 3 third levels. Maybe, or does he have 4? No, he has 3. And I, no, he should have 3. But I don't remember him. I don't remember. I only remember the one fireball. Mhm. Yeah, maybe, maybe. Hmm. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah, I'm good with that. I got to bug out here in a few minutes anyway, so yeah. Like, wait, there's this side. Like.